You've known both Travis and Taylor for a long time. I just kind of wondered what you thought about hearing that news and what you thought about that for them.
Yeah, Jesse, listen, I'm happy for him. It's hard to find somebody that you fall in love with. That's not an easy thing, and to really fall in love, and it seems like they're there. And I think it's a great deal for both of them, and they like being around each other, and uh, that's a plus. I think they're both busy people in their own right, and and both are very famous in their own right. So it's kind of neat that they come together and handle themselves the way they do.
Kansas City's late summer heat clung to the air when news broke that would rock not just the NFL world, but the global pop scene too. And at the very heart of it stood Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce and global superstar Taylor Swift, engaged and ready to take on the world together. Reporters swarmed the Chiefs' practice facility on August 29, 2025, seeking a reaction from Andy Reid, the legendary head coach with his signature mustache and warm smile, who had shepherded Travis from rookie to perennial Pro Bowler. Andy, who'd coached through countless Super Bowl runs and personal milestones, stood before the cameras, his Chiefs windbreaker zipped up, ready for questions about preseason, roster cuts, and now, perhaps the most viral engagement of the year. "I'm happy for them," Andy said, the corners of his eyes crinkling with genuine delight as he addressed the gathered media. "It's hard to find somebody that you fall in love with. That's not an easy thing to really fall in love, and it seems like they're there. I think it's a great deal for both of them." He nodded, recalling the decades he'd spent with his own wife, Tammy Reid, whom he married back in 1981, long before Super Bowl rings and press conferences. "They like being around each other. That's a plus, I think. They're both busy, people in their own right. Both are very famous in their own right. It's kind of neat that they come together and handle themselves the way they do." Andy's words resonated in the room, a rare glimpse of sentiment from the man best known for his playbook wizardry and post-game cheeseburgers. The engagement had followed a whirlwind courtship and a season of public appearances, secretive sideline glances, and endless speculation, all culminating in a joint Instagram post on August 26th. The caption, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married," instantly trended worldwide as fans tried to decipher the inside joke, their followers flooding the comments with emojis and well wishes. In the carousel of images, Taylor glowed in a floral sundress, her left hand adorned with a breathtaking old mine brilliant cut diamond, a custom design by Kindred Lubeck of Artifacts Fine Jewelry, a ring that seemed to sparkle with every camera, flash and sunbeam. Travis stood beside her in a tailored navy suit, his grin wide, his arm wrapped protectively around her waist, the two of them caught in moments of laughter and whispered secrets. The engagement ring became an overnight sensation, jewelry blogs and fashion pages dissecting every facet, estimating its value at over $1 million. Taylor's best friend Abigail Anderson posted her own tribute, a simple "this" paired with red heart emojis, while millions of Swifties and Chiefs fans joined the digital celebration, sharing their own edits, memes, and throwback clips of the couple's most iconic moments. Chiefs Kingdom erupted, with congratulatory messages pouring in from players, coaches, and die-hard fans alike. Patrick Mahomes, Travis's teammate and closest confidant, wasted no time in reposting the engagement announcement to his Instagram story, adding 3 bold red heart emojis above the photo, making his joy clear to the world. Patrick's wife Brittany, who'd become Taylor's fast friend and luxury suite companion during tense Sunday showdowns, wrote on her own story, "Two of the most genuine people meet and fall in love," a sentiment echoed across group chats and sports radio. The locker room buzzed with energy as players swapped stories about Travis's first days with the team, his relentless work ethic, and the whirlwind romance that had swept through Kansas City like a Midwest thunderstorm. The celebration wasn't confined to Arrowhead either. Taylor's besties and collaborators posted tributes, and fans all over the world, from Kansas to New York to London, staged impromptu listening parties, blasting Love Story and Enchanted in honor of their idol's real-life fairy tale. Even the NFL's official account joined in, posting a montage of Travis's greatest catches set to a Taylor Swift soundtrack. But perhaps the most memorable reaction came from Travis's older brother Jason Kelce, the Philadelphia Eagles legend and co-host of the wildly popular New Heights podcast. On the August 27th episode, Jason could hardly contain his excitement, his voice booming as he addressed their loyal listeners. "There is one gigantic piece of new news that just hit the waves," Jason announced, a broad grin splitting his bearded face. "We did record this podcast on Monday, which was Travis's one day off, so he is not here to address this himself, but we felt necessary here as a team on New Heights to get together and send Travis and Taylor a giant congratulations for being engaged. The proposal heard round the world, yeah." He laughed, then ribbed his brother about the possibility of throwing the wedding at Arrowhead Stadium, joking about transforming the gridiron into the glitziest wedding venue the NFL had ever seen, complete with confetti cannons and a marching band. Jason's good-natured teasing sent fans into a frenzy, speculations swirling about guest lists, musical performances, and whether Andy Reid would preside over the ceremony himself, playbook in hand. As the sound bites circled social media, Chiefs players sent their own messages. Wide receiver Rashee Rice posted a photo of himself in practice gear holding a "Congrats TNT" sign, while defensive lineman Chris Jones tweeted, "About time! Let's get that wedding at Arrowhead." Travis, meanwhile, remained characteristically private, keeping details close but appearing more relaxed than ever at practice, sharing laughs with teammates and even sneaking a wink at a TV camera. Taylor, for her part, was spotted leaving an LA recording studio, her ring catching the paparazzi's lens, her smile brighter than ever. News outlets speculated about the wedding date, the guest list, the musical acts, but close friends hinted that the couple was planning something intimate. A celebration of family, friendship, and football. Andy Reid, meanwhile, continued fielding questions from reporters, never missing a beat as he balanced football strategy with the world's curiosity about his star player's love life. He shared stories about Travis's first years in Kansas City, the growth he'd seen, and the character that had made him a leader both on and off the field. Reporters pressed him for more, asking if he'd be attending the wedding, if he'd offer advice, if he'd ever imagined Travis would end up with one of the most famous women on the planet. Andy just chuckled. "I'll be there as long as they don't make me dance," he joked, sending laughter through the press room. He reflected on the strange overlap of football, family, and fame, how the Chiefs had become a bigger story than just wins and losses, and how proud he was to see his players grow as people, not just athletes. The engagement became the talk of the preseason, dominating headlines and sideline conversations as the Chiefs prepared for the upcoming opener. Fans arrived at training camp holding homemade signs, some reading "Congrats Travis and Taylor," others blaring song lyrics, the stadium echoing with chants that blended sports and pop culture in a way that only Kansas City could pull off.